Your morning blitz begins now.
Is there a way to come home and subconsciously just turn off your alarm and just be like, no, I'm not. It's not happening tomorrow. Because I'm pretty sure that's what I did. I'm pretty sure that I came home and just turned the alarm off and said,
not today.
I'm not getting up tomorrow. Because I woke up about 37 minutes late and went, oh, my alarm didn't go off.
It could have been so much worse, though. Your body's a fine-tuned machine.
It's true. But I also woke up and looked at Nora and went, we went to the casino last night. Like, I totally forgot that we went to the casino last night.
Wait. We're really narrowing down what actually happened here with the alarm.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are. I think we are.
No, we're not. After golf. and then it was one of those days where it was like, hey, wait, did the boys eat? We should probably order them some food. So we sent food home. And then, I was like, oh, no. We went to the casino. We shouldn't have done that.
All right, well, here's the important question.
What's that?
Did you win?
No.
Oh, it was bad, wasn't it?
Bad.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got yelled at this morning.
What?
Yeah. Not yelled at. I told Nora to be the bad guy. I told her, tell me no. Say, no, we're not going. And then this morning she goes, I can't tell you no if you don't listen to me.
But you both went.
Yeah, see? Yeah, that's what I said.
Did she gamble?
Yeah.
Did she lose?
Yeah.
Well, wait, no, I mean...
That's what I said. I said, wait a minute. You can't be mad at me if you went along with the plan.
Right. She was an enabler.
Right. Yes. That's what I said.
I'm helping. I'm really helping him now, aren't I?
That's exactly what I said. Hi, Kelly. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. I'm loving the entertainment this morning.
It's going to be a good day. Tater, high at 85. Sunny skies all day long. And a lot to do, a lot to talk about. So let's go with...
Wait, did you just say Tater?
I did say Tater. It's going to be a good day, Tater. Can we not put it out in the ether that it's going to be a good day, Tater?
Okay. I guess so.
All right.
I don't know, though, the way the computer started out, your mouse pad died. Everything. What is going on with
Technology
you
is not working. Alarm clocks and mouse pads aren't working today. So if you wake up late and your touchpad on your computer isn't working, just know we're all in the same boat this morning.
And it's Goose's fault.
Yes, 100%. Let's get going with Blitz Morning Trivia.
All right, well, let's see if we can get this right. $25 up for grabs to Waterbeds and Stuff and Beds and Stuff Superstores if you've got the answer first at 99,700. The Foo Fighters have asked for permission to swear, smoke, and drink at an upcoming show in what country?
Oh, we talked about this yesterday.
We did?
Yeah, but if you were listening yesterday, it's going to be an easy win for you today.
Did we?
Kelly did a whole news story on it.
I don't think I did, but I think somebody else did. We did talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You did it. Yeah, you did it in your news. How am I the only one that remembers this?
No.
You did it in your news yesterday.
Monday. Tess.
Oh.
I think she briefly mentioned it during the Rock Rundown.
Oh, right. She did.
Okay.
Right.
So that was the 8:30 audience.
You did it yesterday.
I don't think so, but I don't know.
Well, the question's been asked, and the answer hasn't been given. So
I didn't go to the casino last night, so my head's a little more.
Hey, that has nothing to do with it.
This is a lot going on here, Goose. I don't know, man.
So much going on.
So what country was it? We're going to ask the question anyway. The Foo Fighters asked for permission to swear, smoke, and drink during their upcoming show in this country. Be the first one to tell us the country at 99,700. We'll hook you up with the gift card.
Let's get that answer for Blitz Morning Trivia, Thick.
All right, the Foo Fighters had to ask for permission to swear, smoke, and drink during an upcoming concert in which country? And it is Indonesia, which is a Muslim country with strict obscenity laws. And they're going to play in Jakarta, Indonesia on October 2nd. So how's that going to work? Well, their tour writer includes a provision that allows them to swear, drink, and smoke on stage. And a guy over there named Ravel Gennardi is promoting the show. And he said, as long as it doesn't touch on sensitive topics like race, religion, or Indonesian cultural values, we'll allow it. And he's basically trying to get ahead of any controversy that might come up.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so he's announcing it ahead of time, so authorities know what to expect, and that gives them a chance to raise any concerns before the show happens, so that nothing happens once, they're getting ready to play. And
so there's like a law against profanity, but you can be a rock band and come in and say, can we have permission to use profanity? And they're like, sure.
I guess they give you permission, because if you violate Indonesia obscenity laws, it's anywhere from a fine to many years in prison.
What about caning? Does anybody still cane as a punishment?
I think so.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
Is it Singapore? Do they still cane?
How about stoning?
I don't know about stoning.
No.
But caning.
Caning's still
Definitely.
a thing?
Oh, I'm
Really?
sure.
Really?
I would bet
Wow.
money. Yeah.
Man, people need to get with it. Jenna in Washington Courthouse was the first one to text in the correct answer and gets $25 to waterbeds and stuff.
Hey, we were all alive when France was still using the guillotine. So, guillotine.
Really?
Either one.
When did they stop using the guillotine?
77.
No kidding.
Yep.
Oh.
1977.
For
they
real?
were still using the guillotine.
Heads were rolling in the 70s?
Heads were rolling.
Dang.
Yeah. Wow. I would never, intentionally call out your age, Kelly. I'm just wondering.
Oh, you can call out my age.
Like-
I'm not ashamed of it.
I want to know. I want to know the year. Speaking of years, like 77, the year that I was born.
Uh-huh.
What year did they stop using the word Jimmy's? Like, when did you stop going to the soda fountain? Wait, we're going to go to the soda shop and get ourselves a nickel piece of candy.
All right.
Like, Jimmy.
I was trying to think of the word for those little sprinkle things you sprinkle on top of
They're
cookies.
called sprinkles.
The only thing my brain could come up with is Jimmy's. Because I was trying to describe a video I saw that somebody was using these sprinkles. I said Jimmy's, and Goose was like, what are you, from the 1920s?
Yeah.
I'd never even heard the term.
Never.
You guys, text us at 99-700. You've heard of the word Jimmy's, right?
We're talking about ice cream sprinkles.
Yes, rainbow sprinkles.
Yes.
Or cookie sprinkles. And I would typically use sprinkles. My brain just wouldn't come up with the name sprinkles. What it would come up with is Jimmy's.
Is that a brand?
Is it?
Like Kleenex is not. Kleenex is a brand. Everyone says, give me a Kleenex, but it's really a brand.
Right, it's tissue. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So is Jimmy's like what it was known as?
I don't know.
Back
Because
at the soda shop. Gee.
I'm looking at just ordering these sprinkles, and the first one is from Amazon. Classic Rainbow Crunchy Jimmy's. Fancy Sprinkles Deluxe Rainbow Crunchy Jimmy's. Wilton Jimmy's Sprinkles. They're all called Jimmy's, you guys. I'm not kidding.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, all right. Well, let's see here. I need people to please come to my defense here, because it's not like an old person thing. Only time I've ever heard it is in the movies. Dylan said, "Was it a movie from the 1920s?"
Right. Was it silent film? Were you reading the word Jimmy's across the screen?
Okay. Anthony said that he has heard it, and in Europe they called them tens and thousands. I've heard that too.
I'm pretty
Tens
sure.
and thousands.
I'm pretty sure the first woman ever to get tied to a railroad track was because she stole the Jimmy's, and the guy was twisting his mustache, and he was like, "You stole my Jimmy, see?" And then tied him.
Yeah. See, that dame stole the Jimmy's.
Right.
Yeah, we got those down at the ice cream parlor.
Which reminds me, I found. You know how a lot of companies will try and stay top of mind, and they'll write a jingle?
Yeah.
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. That's a jingle. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. It's a jingle.
Right.
Do you want to hear the first radio jingle ever in a commercial?
I absolutely want to hear it.
This is, I can't, what was the product? It was the
Wheaties.
Wheaties.
Yes,
That's
1926.
Right. Wheaties had the first radio jingle ever. Take a listen, 1926.
Have you tried Wheaties? They're whole wheat with all of the bran. Won't you try Wheaties? For wheat is the best food of man. They're crispy and crunchy the whole year through. The kitties never tire of them, and neither
exactly what I was
you. So just ride with ease. The best breakfast food in the land.
Wow.
I am a sucker for a barbershop quartet, I must say. I love it.
You want a little straw hat with the red, white, and blue ribbon around it?
Yeah, seersucker suit. Oh, bring it on.
What? Seersucker suit.
Is that what it's called?
All right, now I got to Google this.
What is going on here?
I don't know. Why were you born in 1906? What is happening? How long were the bread lines in the Great Depression? I'm just curious, Kelly.
Okay, no. These are like now.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm looking at. They're called seersucker blazer or seersucker men's suit, and they're for sale at Macy's right now. It says seersucker. What in the? Where did that one come from?
I don't know, but I knew a seersucker, but that was in the college dorm room. Just saying. 99.7 The Blitz.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Hey, Kelly, do you know what mukbang is?
Yes, I do. A mukbanger is somebody who who gets on TikTok and eats gigantic amounts of food.
How did you know
for
that?
an audience.
She's a TikTok junkie.
I've seen mukbang videos before.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're 100% correct. That's
Okay.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And this mukbanger is online doing disgusting things.
I would have had no idea what it was.
I can't even fathom why you would do this, but this woman who goes by the name Rima is online taking a log of cookie dough.
Yeah.
Like the tube that you buy at the store and then cut into individual pieces.
Yeah, and not the little tube.
No.
The massive tube.
The massive tube of cookie dough. And dipping it into a giant bowl of strawberry milk with ice. So she's taking the log and she's dipping it in and gnawing on the log like it's corn on the cob. And I don't understand why. Take a listen.
Chocolate chip cookie dough, sugar cookie dough with strawberry milk. Drink some of the milk. Look at that. I like this one better.
Likes the sugar cookie better.
She's gnawing right on the side of it.
Yes.
Just over and over. And then she's got a straw in the bowl. After she eats some of it, she drinks the milk through the straw from this giant bowl, and it goes back to dipping it again.
Why are we so gluttonous? I don't understand.
Okay, typically with these mukbang videos, they're tiny, tiny Asian women eating gigantic amounts of food.
Like the bowls of noodles and just shoveling
everything. But this is an Americanized version, and I guess I can kind of appreciate it because I'd probably rather eat a log of cookie dough than big amounts.
Give me the noodles. Give me the ramen.
Okay, I do like ramen.
Yeah, give me
the cookie dough log as a dessert.
I mean, look, my wife makes amazing chocolate chip cookies, but I will definitely swipe some of that cookie dough.
Yeah.
I'll take a bite. Yeah. They actually have stores now where you can just go buy cookie dough and they make it without the eggs. Because that's the whole complaint is the salmonella of the raw eggs in the cookie dough that you're not supposed to eat it.
I
say eat it anyways.
I don't care.
But now they have like Baskin Robbins 31 flavors where you go in and they have different flavors of cookie dough that you get in like a little cup.
Okay.
Why? Why are we so gluttonous? I don't understand.
Can't imagine why there's an obesity problem.
It's called mukbang because that's the sounds you make when you try and sleep with them. You just muk. Just so gluttonous and just muk. All right, story number 2. Story number 2 takes us, we got to revisit a story from our own backyard here in Ohio. Do you remember, it wasn't that long ago, we played you a clip of a police officer and their body cam footage because they pulled someone over. And this person from Ohio had a pet raccoon in their car. And the pet raccoon picked up the meth pipe and was looking at the police officer holding on to the meth pipe. Take a listen.
The reason I stopped you is you are suspended with a warrant for your arrest.
I am?
The raccoon has her meth pipe.
As what?
Oh my God.
Her meth pipe. He's playing with the meth pipe right now. Oh, there's no... He's trying to smoke it.
All right.
A police officer.
There's no way. All right. Enough fun and games.
That raccoon's a narc.
Oh, 100%. Hey, look at this. Victoria Page Vidal is the woman who was arrested and driving with a suspended license and had the pet raccoon, and says, I am not giving up that pet raccoon. I don't care if you fine me. I don't care if you ticket me. I am not giving up my pet raccoon because I don't know if you're going to euthanize my raccoon or not, and I'm not taking that chance.
Aw. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't blame her.
She needs a meth smoking partner, and the raccoon apparently knows what's up.
And you can't throw that bad boy back out into the wild. It'll never survive.
Absolutely not. Gonna get the shakes, go
You're
through
supposed to get
withdrawals.
the meth, yeah.
Like, they don't have raccoon methadone clinics. You can't wean him off the meth. He needs it. So, Victoria Page Vidal, good luck with keeping your raccoon. It's 99.7 The Blitz. Hey, we've got tickets for Zach Sabbath. He's coming to the Newport Music Hall on Sunday, November 16th. He's going to be with Bonfire and Dark Chapel. And here's the deal. We don't have one. We don't have two pair. We got 3 pair of tickets. We're going to play the feud right now. 800-821-9970. I need 3 contestants, 3 teammates who want to play the feud together. And possibly all of you are going to win tickets to Zach Sabbath, which, according to Thick, is a really good show.
Fantastic. If you're a Black Sabbath fan, yeah.
800-821-9970. If you would like to go, then we want to send you. Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
It's Trucker Tim.
Trucker Tim. Hang on one second, Tim. Going to find you some teammates. Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
It's Arena.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Arena.
Arena. Hi, Arena. Hang on one second. Hi. We need one more person to play along. Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
This is Kyle.
Kyle, all right. Tim, Arena, Kyle, ready to play the feud. Here's the deal. The top 5 answers are on the board. I'm going to give you the question, and one by one, we're going to go through, and you're all going to take a guess, see if you can get all 5 before you get 3 X's. If you do, all 3 of you are winning tickets to Zach Sabbath. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, here we go. Tim, you are going to go first. Your question is, name a food you might find in a school cafeteria. Name a food you might find in a school cafeteria. Tim, what'd you say?
Pizza.
Pizza.
Good answer. Good answer. Yes.
Show me pizza. Number 1 on the board. Top
Rectangle
answer.
pizza, only way to go.
Top answer. Oh, God. Pizza. Did you like the cafeteria?
Loved it.
Really?
Loved it.
It literally made me nauseous.
It's distinct. Oh,
the
finally.
Square pizza.
Oh, I loved
that
it.
Square pizza piece.
Finally.
You know, they had the little sausage roll.
Oh.
That was gross. I'll agree with you.
Oh, my
there.
God. Thank you, Goose.
Then they made it on the sheet pan. It was like 47 pieces of pizza on one sheet pan.
Dude, we talked about this a while back. Everybody thought I was crazy because I think it's disgusting.
Oh, it's awful.
Everybody thought I was
gross now,
nuts.
but I did not have a distinguishing
absolute
palate.
disdain.
What do you call it?
Just a hatred, a visceral hatred. Okay, anyways. All right, sorry, Arena. Arena, here we go. Arena, name a food you might find in a school cafeteria.
French fries.
Good answer.
Fries. Good answer. Good answer.
Yes.
French fries. No, I'm sorry. Not in the top 5.
Oh, boy.
How is that possible? How are French fries not in the
I know
top
why.
5?
I know why.
You do?
Because I bet there's something else in the top 5.
Oh, okay.
That's not French fries.
All right, Kyle, on to you. Name a food you might find in a school cafeteria.
Those little pizza sticks.
Pizza sticks.
Pizza sticks.
Okay. Show me pizza sticks. We had pizza, not pizza sticks.
Oh, man, two strikes.
That's 2 strikes. 2 strikes with 1 right answer. Tim, the only person to get a right answer. Give us a good one here. Name a food you might find in a school cafeteria.
Burgers.
Burgers. Good answer. Good answer.
There we go.
Show me burgers. No. Goodbye, everybody.
Wow.
Tim, Arena, Kyle. No. Kelly, do you have a guess?
I mean, I was going to say tater tots.
Tater tots. Oh, that's a good answer.
Tater tots over French fries.
Over French fries.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
All right.
Show me tater tots. No.
Oh, man.
No.
I think things are a little different than when we went to school now.
You think so?
Maybe a little. Just a little.
They don't have any tater tots? Give me some of your tots,
Give me some of your
Napoleon.
tots.
It's just, remember, this is 100 people surveyed. You don't know what they're going to say.
800-821-9970 if you'd like to play. Chicken nuggets, number 2. Tacos, number 3.
Tacos.
PB&J, number 4. And milk, number 5.
I would have
milk.
said fish sandwich, but I went to Catholic school. So.
Yeah, that's a little different. That's a little different. 800-821-9970 if you'd like to play. We still have these Zach Sabbath tickets giveaway. Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
Tyler.
Tyler. All right, Tyler. You hang on 1 second while we find you some teammates to play along with that want to go see Zach Sabbath at Newport Music Hall on Sunday, November 16th. 800-821-9970 if you want to play. Are we? Oh,
you know what I used to have for school lunch? Can I just say really quick?
Absolutely.
An apple pie and an ice cream sandwich. That was my standard lunch every day at Woodward Park Junior High School.
What?
Yeah, a Hostess apple pie and an ice cream sandwich. And then you know what? For dessert, I would get licorice. Red licorice.
Hey, there were days I did the blueberry Hostess pie and a honey bun.
Dude, that's how we did it in the late 70s.
Junk food.
Junk food.
All
that powered me through my teen years.
All right.
Okay.
Blitz, hi, who's this?
Kevin.
Kevin. All right, Kevin, hang on 1 second. We need one more teammate. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Tanner.
Tanner. Tyler. Kevin. Tanner. This sounds like a boy band. This is the C-Bus Singers.
TKT, baby.
Yes, TKT.
Yeah.
They all jump out. I'm Tyler.
I'm
Kevin.
I'm Tanner.
Yeah, Tanner's got the frosted tips for sure.
Oh, yeah. And the moves.
Yeah, and absolutely the moves. Everyone loves Tanner the most. like Tyler and Kevin are cool, but everyone loves Tanner the most.
He's like the Justin Timberlake.
Yes, yeah, he's going to have a solo career. Tyler's going to get addicted to drugs, and Kevin's going to be divorced 4 times. But
but you'll have money. So.
Tanner's going to make it. All right, anyways, on to Family Feud. Tyler, Kevin, Tanner, Zach Sabbath tickets up for grabs. Top 3 answers on the board. Top 3 answers. What are the 3 biggest kinks in America? What are the 3 biggest kinks in America? Tyler, we start with you. What is the top kink in America?
Choking.
Choking. He said choking.
Oh, good answer.
The little hand necklace.
Crazy answer.
Show me choking. Yes, number 3 on the board. Number 3 on the board.
I feel like this category is not Richard Dawson approved.
Richard Dawson used to kiss women without permission.
You're right.
On the lips.
You're right.
Every one of them.
I stand corrected.
He came in hot every time. Kevin, here we go. Name a top kink in America.
The school teacher.
School teacher.
Good answer. School teacher. Show me school teacher. Not on the board.
Damn.
Not on the board. Tanner, the good-looking one with the frosted tips. Tanner, give me a kink.
Feet.
Feet. Oh, that's a good answer, though.
Feet, yeah.
Dave Chappelle loves the feet. Show me feet.
Oh, no way.
God, feet are so gross.
I agree.
Gross.
Who's into feet?
No, man.
Rex Ryan.
Yeah.
Remember?
All right, back to you, Tyler. 2 X's, 1 correct answer. You are the only person to give us a correct answer. Name a top kink in America, Tyler.
Role play.
Role playing.
Role playing is a good answer. That's a good answer. Show me role playing. No.
Strikes, guys.
Tyler,
Damn.
Kevin, Tanner, sorry.
Wow.
I hope your music career takes off because you're not going to Zach Savage for free. I'm sorry. No, we had choking was number 3. Number 2 was
bondage. Tied up.
Okay. Yes, number 2 on the board. Kelly, do you want to guess the number 1 kink?
Give me missionary style.
That's not a kink. How boring is your sex life? Give me missionary style.
Is it group or swinging?
No, not quite. Not quite. A little,
spanking.
Yeah.
Spanking. All right. Yeah.
All right, well, I guess we'll hang on to the Zach Sabbath tickets. We'll give them away tomorrow, 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, I'm listening. 3 things you need to know before you go.
Protests over immigration raids stretched into a 5th day in Los Angeles, which has led to a curfew in a 1 square mile section of downtown L.A. Mayor Karen Bass has imposed an 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew. She says 23 businesses have been looted and vandalized. The area has been covered in graffiti. And while daytime protests are largely peaceful, at night things do turn a bit volatile. About 380 people have been arrested in the area since the weekend. National Guard troops are on the scene, and 700 active duty Marines have been sent to LA by the Trump administration. And right now they're going through crowd control training before they are stationed and posted to protect federal buildings and protect federal immigration agents. That's it. They're not supposed to really have anything to do with the protesters. California officials have pushed back against Trump's response. Governor Newsom made an emergency request to block the National Guard and the Marines from assisting, but a federal judge rejected that request. Meantime, protests are expanding across the nation, including right here in Columbus, where hundreds gathered at Columbus City Hall last evening to stand in solidarity with those in California. Members of various organizations like the Ohio Immigrant Alliance, the La Raza Movement, and the Columbus Democratic Socialists of America, they all got involved in that rally last evening. In New York City, police made several arrests at a protest in Manhattan. In Chicago, thousands of demonstrators took to the streets yesterday afternoon and ended up in front of the federal building. In Atlanta, protesters gathered along a highway. And in Texas, Governor Abbott today is sending the National Guard to San Antonio ahead of an anti-ICE protest planned for tonight. All right, the Ohio Department of Natural Resources is reporting a black bear sighting in Licking County. They say a bear was spotted yesterday morning on a camera in a field east of Pataskala. Wildlife experts say the animal is likely a young male that's passing through while searching for a mate. The ODNR says this is the first black bear sighting reported in Licking County since 2003. So that's wild.
Just looking for a girlfriend.
That's it. That's it.
Is that the one where you get big, or is that the one where you lay down?
That's the one where you fight back. If it's black, fight back.
Especially if it wants to be your boyfriend.
If it's brown, lay down. If it's white, good night.
It's white, good night.
Yeah.
It's brown, lay down. It's black, fight back.
If it's looking for a mate, it's too late.
Fair enough.
All right, those are your 3 things.
All right, coming up next, I had to send a text this morning to let Kelly and Thick know that I was running a little bit behind.
And he came in so perplexed as to how his alarm was turned off.
Yeah,
I can't figure out how did this happen. And
my alarm is preset.
Yeah.
So how did my alarm not go off?
I mean, we are piecing together a story here.
iPhone malfunction for sure.
I thought maybe you did let it slip that you were at the casino last night. And I thought, well, okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Clue number 1.
Clue number 1, casino.
Casino.
Late night casino, losing money.
That was after golf.
That was after golf.
And
clue number 2.
Yeah.
Clue number 2 is golf.
And Goose golfs with his own bartender.
Yeah. Nor is my caddy and bartender.
Oh, so
I bring along.
She's making drinks.
Yeah, I bring along a personal bartender for my rounds of golf.
Okay, so let's hear. This is clue number 2.
Clue number 2 is golf. Clue number 3 is not only golf, but I played really well yesterday.
Okay, so you're happy. Things are flowing.
Things are
Everything's good.
Good.
You've got your own bartender on hand.
I believe that I have a fourth clue coming up in 3.5 minutes. I believe I found another piece to the puzzle.
Oh, and this one's got audio.
Yeah, it's got audio. So at 5:10 this morning, which is about 25 minutes or so after I normally arrive to the station, I had to send a text to both Kelly and Thick saying, my alarm didn't go off. I'm 15 minutes away. I'll be right there. Just to make sure you guys knew everything was good, because a little later than normal. And then I couldn't figure out, wow, my alarm, I have 2 alarms. They're always set. How did my alarm not go off?
Yeah.
And then as the morning progressed through 5:10, 5:30, 6 a.m., and then 6:35 a.m., where I checked my phone and saw I had a voicemail, started to put things together. I knew that I golfed yesterday. I knew that Nora was my caddy and bartender. And I remembered at 5:05 this morning as I was getting ready to leave the house and kissing Nora goodbye, I went, we went to the casino last night.
Oh, so you didn't even remember that till this morning.
Yeah, I forgot about that part.
Kind of dawned on you.
Kind of forgot about that part.
Yeah.
Yep. And then at 6:35 this morning when I checked my phone, I noticed I had a voicemail. Who would be calling me?
Right.
And then what's even stranger is it was Nora who was calling me. Why would Nora be calling me? We were together all day yesterday. There's no reason for her to call me. And then I checked the voicemail. And the only 2 words I can think of are, oh no. Because I think we found another clue as to why my alarm didn't go off.
Yeah, this was probably a butt dial, I'm guessing, of some kind.
I can't imagine why it wouldn't be. I don't know how Nora's phone called my phone and left this voicemail. Take a listen.
Goose, here's your phone.
Hey, Goose.
Hey, Goose.
You.
Goose.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, Goose.
Goose, thank you. Oh, my God. It's amazing. Thank you.
Here's your phone.
Oh, my God. Can't wait. Oh, my.
Okay, now I'm guessing.
Do you think she reached over and checked her phone at 2 this morning and then accidentally called you and you guys were talking in the middle of the night?
I don't know.
This is you. I think this is you getting out of... Did you take an Uber?
Of course we took an Uber.
Check the timestamp on this thing.
I think you were getting out of the Uber coming home from the casino.
Okay, so
and
late at night.
Dialed.
Okay. What are we talking here? Timestamp this thing. When did this happen?
What time do you think that voicemail happened?
I think it happened after midnight.
No, I don't think you were out that late.
Oh, okay.
Because you golfed early, right? What time did you golf?
Yeah, teed off at 11:30, 11.
And then you went to a bar, and then you went to the casino.
All right, just name a time.
Take a guess.
10:45.
4:52 p.m.
Wait a minute. No, that's not. What?
This is pre-dinner.
Oh, you're day drinking.
Okay, so
well, we live on a different time of the day.
You didn't remember the casino for a good reason. You were way into the drinking day at this point.
Hey. I played my best round of golf of the year so far.
Okay, what were we tipping back here? Beers, mixed drinks? What was happening?
Captain Morgan and Diet Coke?
Captain and Diet, all day, every day. Captain and
Diet. All day, every day?
No, not every day.
Okay.
Not every day, no. Captain and Diet. And I do know that I bought a round of shot at Sloopy's.
Okay.
I do know for a fact.
But then the rest
how many
of the
people
night,
did you give a shot to?
8.
It was before you lost money, though.
It was before, that was
before the forgotten casino trip.
Before the forgotten casino.
Can we just hear it again?
No.
Oh, come on.
Please. Go on.
Goose, here's your phone.
Hey, Goose.
Hey, Goose.
You. Appreciate it.
Why
Thank you.
am I cussing myself out?
Goose, thank you. Oh, my God.
Why are you talking?
Thank you.
Here's your phone.
Oh, my God. Can't wait. Oh, my.
Wait, let's go to right here.
No!
Just this right here.
Hey, Goose.
Hey, Goose.
You.
Why are you...
Hey, Goose.
Hey, Goose.
You.
Why?
Why did I cuss myself out?
You are ripped.
But 4:52, that was before the casino. So why was I cussing myself out before the casino?
I don't know. I guess some things will remain a mystery, although if you saw Goose out in the wild yesterday, we sure would appreciate your perspective.
Oh, yes, if you met Goose yesterday, please. Somebody met you.
Oh, I know. I know. I introduced myself to the two.
You
people,
bought shots for everybody.
The
at
two
Sloopy's.
people I was playing golf with. It came up like what I do for a living.
Okay.
They saw my tattoo, my on-air tattoo, and then it definitely came up at Sloopy's for the people. Yeah.
You bought those shots.
Oh no, it's 99.7 The Blitz. Hey Goose.
Hey, Goose.
You. So I don't know if you've been out and about lately. After the past week we had with the rain, and it was before the rain, but the rain just expedited the process and made it worse. We got some potholes out there.
Yes.
It's getting bad. I left my spleen and my back tire out on Roberts Road. It's getting so bad. I know it's everywhere. Columbus isn't the only place where it's happening.
Yeah.
I mean, Detroit is awful. You'll see whole tie rods just sitting on the side of the road on I-75.
I want to tell you, it triggers an insane fury response in me when I hit a pothole.
100%.
It's like an instant hair trigger.
Yes.
And then I am instantly infuriated.
When you just feel that, and you're like, son of a...
Yes.
It's so aggravating. And look, I know it costs money to fix. It takes time. We're already bitching about the cones that are everywhere anyways, and the construction's going on.
Oh, they're doing a huge repaving project on 161 right now, like overnight, repaving that whole thing. It's so bad.
It's a hot mess.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things. And it's not new. I love when people complain about it because it's not new. It's every year.
Yeah, after the winter,
every year.
Contracting and what is it? Expanding and contracting
Yes.
the asphalt and
Yes.
boom.
So I think we at least need to try and let our peoples in the government know that we're not happy about it. And so I want to try an advertising campaign. And I brought in a friend to the show who I think would be the perfect person to head up this advertising campaign to let people know we are sick of the potholes around Columbus. And it's our close friend, Dirk Motomoto.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And I know we've got a problem here in Columbus. And it's all about those deep, dark holes. Oh, yeah. So I think that we need to get a message out to the people in the government. And that message is, Dirk Motomoto wants to know, do you have deep, dark hole in Columbus that's just begging to be filled? Oh, we know you do. Columbus's Fill My Hole program is here to pound those nasty potholes into submission. Oh, yeah. Report that gaping problem on our website, and we'll stuff it with hot asphalt. Oh, yeah. You know, fast and dirty. Columbus's holes deserve the best, and Dirk Motomoto is here for it. Don't leave those holes lonely. Let's fill them up together. Oh, yeah. Head to Columbus-O.gov. Columbus-O.gov. That's Columbus-O.gov. Let's get those holes filled now. Oh, yeah.
Your rock station, 99.7 The Blitz.
I think it's the perfect campaign. I think it's absolutely perfect.
So if I were to dial 311 to report a pothole, what would I say then?
Come fill my hole. Oh, yeah. Coming up next.
How long would I spend a night in jail for that, or what?
No, but you pay $2.99 a minute for it.
Oh.
Yeah. Coming up next, what is your guarantee in life? That like kind of one rule you just know. It's a guarantee in life. We're going to talk about it in 8 minutes. All right, simple question this morning. What's a guarantee in life? But I don't know if you would consider it the rule you live by, but just something that is a guarantee in life. I get it, death and taxes. Death and taxes are a guarantee. But I'm talking about the fact that anytime I grab a load from the dryer, one thing is falling on the floor. That's a guarantee.
Yeah.
That is a guarantee in life. A sock, a pair of boxers, something is falling on the floor when you grab the entire mound from the dryer. Can you think of a guarantee in life? Kelly, Thick, do you have a guarantee?
Yeah, I can give you a guarantee.
What's a guarantee?
The Dallas Cowboys will look really good through about mid-November and then completely fall apart from Thanksgiving
that's
on.
A guarantee
How's that?
For sure. That is a guarantee for sure. Kelly, you got one?
I'm definitely guaranteed to get an ice cream headache every time ice cream is in the vicinity.
Really?
You don't even have to eat it.
You eat too much, and you
Way too much,
and you get an ice cream headache
every time. That is a guarantee. One of my more serious guarantees is this: do not hand out unsolicited advice. Nobody wants it.
Oh.
Ooh. That's a guarantee to get bad blood. Even if you don't know there's bad blood, if you've given unsolicited advice, there is bad blood. Guaranteed.
Yeah. 800-821-9970. Give us a call and give us your guarantee in life. I got another guarantee. Dave Mustaine will mention how Metallica hurt him over and over and over again.
He will.
In every interview, he's going to complain about Metallica and how bad he's hurt. Without a doubt. That's a guarantee in life.
And also David Ellefson will talk about how bad Dave Mustaine is.
Yes.
What a terrible person he is.
Yeah.
We'll get that in every year. Dave Ellefson is interviewed every day, I think. Somebody posted on Blabbermouth, David Ellefson is consistently, daily being interviewed. That's a weird thing to me.
How are you finding all these interviews?
Are you playing music as well, or are you just doing interviews now?
Right. 800-821-9970. What's your guarantee in life? Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
Carrie.
Carrie?
Yes.
Carrie, what is your guarantee in life?
When you go to plug a USB in, it won't fit. You flip it over, it doesn't fit. Flip it back over, it will fit.
Yes! It will always be upside down the first time you try and plug it in, but then you flip it back and it doesn't work, so then you got to flip it back the original way and then it works.
Yes.
100% a guarantee in life. Carrie, thank you very much. Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
John.
John, what is your guarantee in life?
Guarantee that anytime you wear white or anytime you're trying to wear something nice, you will spill something on your shirt.
100%. 100% you're spilling something on that clean white shirt.
100%.
Yeah. I have had 47 different white golf polos. I just wanted a plain white one that goes with everything. And every first round I play in the white, some sort of dirt or something, you hit a golf ball and it just splashes up on you every time.
Yes.
Thank you for the call.
I will tell you, it doesn't matter what I'm wearing. If I'm eating, I'm going to get something
on it. You're spilling no matter what.
Anything nice.
800-821-9970 or 99700 if you want to shoot us a text. I want to hear your guarantee in life. Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
Hey, what's up, Goose? Tony.
Tony, what's going on, man? What's your guarantee in life, Tony?
Well, dude, I know this is like something real small, but it's guaranteed that before I leave up out of here to the dentist, I'm going to blaze this little niceness, and I'm guaranteed to be smoking before I go to the dentist.
That's a guarantee. That is a guarantee. I am smoking before I go to the dentist.
I would like to let Tony something. We had this story a while back. The dentist absolutely guaranteed knows you've been smoking weed when you walk in.
Really?
If you smoked weed before you went to the dentist, he absolutely knows it by your saliva, the inside of your mouth. There was a whole story on this.
Really?
Yes.
Does he care?
No.
Okay.
But they would like you to tell them.
I thought he already knew.
Well, he does, but they don't, depending on if you're going to need something that might, I
have to go get the permanent crown. I got the temporary crown right now. I have to go on Thursday to get the permanent one. Should I try a little?
Yeah. Well, because a lot of people will do it to help them
relax
in the chair.
I never thought about that.
The dentist definitely knows it.
I'm just wondering if, in the heightened sense, it will make the grinding or the sound worse.
Oh, yeah. Don't do that. Yeah, because you never know how it's going to hit.
Right.
Well, weed enhances everything.
Exactly.
That's why food tastes so good.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to think about that one.
Oh, Kim says her guarantee is that she will definitely choose, if you're going into a public restroom, she'll choose the one with no toilet paper.
Absolutely. Every time. 800-821-9970 or 99-700. It's 99.7 The Blitz. What's your guarantee in life? 800-821-9970 or 99-700. Stephanie, good morning. How are you?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
I am fabulous as well. What is your guarantee in life, Stephanie?
My guarantee is that not only are you not going to get up early, but you are going to get up late.
Yeah.
Put the gas in your car tonight.
Yep.
Put the gas in your car tonight. Yeah, I love it.
I really try. It doesn't always work, but I try to live for future Goose. I try and put gas in the tank, try and make sure the coffee pot is set for the morning.
Yesterday being an exception for you.
Yesterday I gave future Goose the big fat middle finger. I did not care about future Goose yesterday at all. That's a great rule.
Life choice yesterday based, on realness. I was at the eye doctor. They said, do you want to spend $10 and get them shipped to your house, or do you want to pick them up here? I said, let's be real. I'm not going to pick them up here. They're going to stay here for 6 months, and I'm going to get upset.
That's right.
I have to.
Absolutely.
Take my $10.
Stephanie, I appreciate the call. I hope you have a great Wednesday. Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
It's Chuck.
Chuck, what is your guarantee in life?
All right, this could pertain to any item, but right now, as we speak, you have ink pens laying all over this house. I need a red one. You will not find a red pen.
Yeah, you won't find a red pen. The pen in my hand is blue.
The GD pen is blue.
You'll never find the one you need.
No, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Do you remember? Thank you for the call, by the way. Do you remember the 4-colored pen?
Yes, big 4 colors.
Clickety, yeah.
Man, when I was a kid in school, I really wanted those. It just seemed like the coolest thing to have.
It really did.
Oh.
Who the F is writing in green ink?
Yeah,
besides a letter to your bestie that you're passing in the hallway.
Yeah,
you can't turn anything into green ink.
Didn't those come out with what were it was the thing you bought that had the little circles that you would trace through and
Spirograph.
Isn't that where that pen came from? Not where that started?
So.
No.
So
you could do different colors?
I don't think so.
I thought that's the pen that came with it.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I have to look though. Now you're making me question myself.
I miss a Spirograph.
Me too. I love those. Except you're really well into your Spirograph and then it skips teeth. And you're like,
yes.
Yeah,
that's where you shake your fist in the air.
You get in a hurry and then you make a mess. Yeah.
Son of a...
Then Goose is like,
hey, Goose. You appreciate it. Thank you.
Now, 3 things you need to know before you go.
FYI, if you love to be on a police scanner, which is actually the activity I plan on doing a lot of whenever I'm really old and I'm sitting in a chair, I want a just high quality police scanner because that's what I'm going to be doing.
Just listening?
You just want to sit around with your tea.
Yeah.
Listening to Breaker 19er.
And I don't subscribe to the Citizen
got a
app.
187.
But you better believe I'll subscribe then. What does that cost, Citizen, per month?
I thought it was free.
You can get a free version, but it isn't very good.
Oh, that's all we have.
Anyway, I'm just saying, FYI, in 20 years, where you'll find me is right next to a police scanner. But anywho, if you do listen to scanner traffic, just be aware the Columbus Regional Airport Authority is running emergency drills at Rickenbacker Airport today. The exercise is planned to start at 8:30 this morning. It'll run till 2 p.m. So you may hear scanner traffic describing an incident involving an aircraft, but it is just part of the drill. The airport authority says operations will not be impacted by this exercise. Protests over immigration enforcement in Los Angeles are spreading across the country, including right here in Columbus. Hundreds gathered outside City Hall last night. More rallies are planned Saturday to oppose the military parade happening that day in D.C. to honor the Army's 250th anniversary, which also happens to fall on President Trump's 79th birthday. The parade will feature 28 Abrams tanks, 28 Bradley fighting vehicles, 28 Stryker vehicles, and 4 self-propelled howitzers. Thousands of soldiers in uniforms from the past and the present, 8 marching bands, 24 horses, 2 mules, and a dog.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
What dog is going to be in this parade? I need to know.
Lassie.
Aw.
Air Bud.
Air Bud, maybe. 50 aircraft will fly overhead as well. The parade starts 6:30 p.m., but they'll have activities in D.C. at the Washington, the mall, the National Mall, all day long. And then parade 6:30, followed by a concert and fireworks, and likely some protests here and there. Seattle police investigating a break-in at rapper Macklemore's Seattle home. 2 men in tactical gear reportedly attacked the family's nanny with bear spray.
What?
Now, the nanny called 911 just before 1 a.m. Saturday, saying 2 men wearing masks and black tactical clothing entered the home through a patio door, while the 3 kids that she was nannying were in bed. She says the taller suspect told the little fella to spray her, which he did right in the face with the bear spray, but then he later tried to help her wipe it off. So,
well, that's rude.
Yeah, the 2 said, "Hey, where are the jewels? Who are you? Where are the jewels?" But anyway, they proceeded to steal watches, jewelry, and shoes from the master bedroom. The nanny says one of the guys stole her phone, and then the little one, the short fella, pinned her to the ground. This is what she's saying, like the short guy and the tall guy. It's too funny. The short guy pinned her on the ground, but she bit him. And then managed to run to the neighbor's house to call the police because they had her phone, but she had to leave the 3 kids in there alone.
Man.
So by the time police arrived, the suspects were gone. Kids were absolutely perfectly safe. No arrests have been made.
What did Macklemore have left?
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket.
Yeah, all right. Apparently, there's no word if Macklemore was home, but he was performing in Ireland, I guess. So, doubt he was there.
Yeah, probably not home.
Probably not.
Yeah, and those are your 3 things.
Okay, so quick recap. I had to send a text this morning at about 5:07, which is about 20 minutes or so after, 25 minutes after I normally get here. I had to text Kelly and Vic to let them know that I was running a little bit behind. Somehow, I'm uncertain how, my alarm didn't go off.
Yeah, and he was really mystified. He's like, I just don't know. Like, I always have it set. It's just like...
I have 2 alarms.
Yeah. And they just didn't go off.
They didn't go off.
That's so weird.
And then I had to start. I started thinking about it.
It became less weird after you started thinking about it.
It did. Yeah, I started piecing things together. And Nora and I went golfing yesterday, as we love to do. And so she loves to soak in the sun and play bartender and play caddy, which she did an exceptional job yesterday.
If she doesn't play golf, she makes drinks.
Yeah, she doesn't play golf at all. She just sits in the cart, soaks up the sun, listens to music.
She's your hype man.
She is my hype man, 100%. Not only that, I had the best round I've had this entire year. I played the best golf I've played all year long.
Very good.
So we were very happy.
Yeah, celebratory mood.
Yeah, met a couple guys.
Oh.
There was one hole where me and another guy ended up like right next to each other, and we were like 30 yards from the hole, and it was like, all right, I said, I bet him a drink closest to the hole. And so after the round, we went inside the 19th hole and had a drink together. And then we ended up at Sloopy's, which is the hole-in-the-wall bar around from our new place that we absolutely love, and met some people there. Remembered that I bought a round of shots for everybody.
Okay.
So that was about 8 people in the bar. We had a good time.
Yeah, how hazy is that memory?
Well, no, I remember buying
it's
shots.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good. Okay.
What I didn't remember until this morning when I woke up, the second sound out of my mouth was, we went to the casino. I forgot we took an Uber to the casino last night.
Was it your empty wallet that gave you the clue?
No, it just kind of clicked.
Yeah.
And then at 6:35 this morning, for some reason I checked my phone and I had a voicemail from Nora My fiance that I was with all day long yesterday, and this was the voicemail that was on my phone.
Goose, here's your phone.
Hey, Goose.
Hey, Goose.
You.
Goose.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, Goose.
Goose, thank you. Oh, my God. It's amazing. Thank you.
Here's your phone.
Oh, my God. I can't wait. Oh.
What?
Okay, so I'm absolutely convinced this was you coming back from the casino in the Uber, and she butt dialed you when you got home.
But that isn't what happened.
That isn't what happened because the voicemail was from 4:52 in the afternoon.
Yeah, this was way before the casino.
We weren't even at the casino yet. We weren't even at the casino yet.
Yeah.
Oh, there was the Uber dropping you off at the casino?
Could be.
Maybe. I think, but I swear it's got to be that's why you're talking that way. Because you're talking to the Uber driver. And I don't know, maybe you thought his name was Goose.
Yeah, why was I cussing myself out? I don't understand why I was cussing myself out.
Well, Goose. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm cussing myself out and thanking myself at the same time. No idea why.
You are ripped.
I was feeling pretty good. No pain was felt at all last night.
Right.
But clue number 5. Well, I wouldn't say this is a clue. This is just a new piece of information.
Oh, I can't wait.
We need to talk to our lovely, lovely, amazing night jock, Tess. Because Nora went back to the bar with Tess and Tyler last night.
Were they at the casino with you?
No! We went home.
You hadn't seen them the whole day?
No. Nora's filling me in right now. She's shooting me text. She goes, oh, yeah, I was at the bar with Tess. I went back to the bar. She apologized to me for going back to the bar. I was like, you went back to the bar? She goes, yeah, with Tess and Tyler. They met up at Sloopy's to go have a beverage, and they hung out. I had no clue.
So you were there or you weren't there?
I don't think I was there. No, I was not there.
Yeah, okay.
Wait. Was I there?
Oh, no.
No,
Okay, so you didn't get home early.
No.
I wasn't. No, I was home pretty early.
But I thought you were home at 4:52.
Wait, was I with you, Tess, and Tyler?
No. I dropped you off at home and I went back to the bar.
That's what I thought.
Okay. What time did you drop him off?
I was home early, right?
Hold, please.
We were standing up in the kitchen eating Buffalo Wild Wings.
It's like 9:30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not that late.
So was the voicemail a butt dial?
I met Tess and Tyler at 10.
Okay.
And you met them at 10. I can't believe you went back to the bar. And got a girl's number.
Hell yeah.
Unbelievable.
Somebody's got to do it.
Okay. I'll talk to you later. I love you. Goodbye.
All right.
So things are becoming more clear.
More clear, piecing it together.
Here's what I think. I think Nora was kind of taking care of the situation until she poured you out on your front porch and then went back out to party herself.
100%.
Yeah, she was like, let me make sure he gets home safely, and then I'm going out.
And she literally got a girl's number. She's showing me what's the girl's name? Janine.
All right, Janine.
Janine. Well, Janine, go have fun with my fiance. Bye. It's 997 The Blitz.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Our first story comes from Denver, where, we've heard stories before of like hit and runs or fleeing the scene where someone will get in an accident and try and take off. That's not the first time it's happened. It did happen in Denver at 346 yesterday at the corner of Colfax and Osage Street. They found a man unresponsive inside a white GMC Yukon who had crashed into another car on the side of the road. Officers approached the car. That is when the man woke up, got startled, put it in drive, and took off. Here's the thing. He didn't realize that an officer had gotten in the passenger seat to try and take the keys out. So he was running. He was trying to figure out why he couldn't get away from the police. And it was because the police were in the car with him. They did get him to finally pull over, and he was arrested. And, I'm sure he'll be spending a little time in jail.
And they got audio of him. Here's what he had to say.
Hey, Goose. Thank you.
Yep. Our second story takes us over to Kentucky, where a 40-year-old man by the name of Jonathan Mason was arrested for throwing a wild raccoon into a bar. Allegedly, he got thrown out. He got thrown out of the bar, and he said, "Look, I am not appreciative of you throwing me out of the bar." So he returned with a raccoon and chucked this thing into the bar. The raccoon did bite someone inside. There aren't any specifics on how bad. They say it'll be fine.
They said it was an employee who grabbed the raccoon by the tail.
That'll do it.
And it turned around and bit him. And
Is that what it was?
Yeah, somebody threw a towel over it and then just put it outside.
Oh, Cowboy Cody is his name.
Yeah, Cowboy Cody.
Here's the thing. Not only did he throw the raccoon into the bar, but last December, he rode a mule into the same bar. Drunkenly rode a mule into the bar.
This guy. You know, everybody in town knows this guy, obviously.
For sure.
Yeah.
100%. They're like, oh, yeah, Cowboy Cody?
Yeah,
we know Cowboy Cody. Absolutely we do. A few days after that, he was hammered again. He tried to take the mule back from police. That didn't work out. Cowboy Cody needs to take a breath. He needs to pump the brakes a little bit. You can't be riding mules into bars. You can't be chucking wild raccoons at people. Not allowed. That's your not-so-breaking news. 99.7 The Blitz. Wednesday morning means Blitz Therapy, brought to you by Tri-State Men's Health. And I got an interesting one here. I've been in this situation before. Breaking up with a friend. Email here from Jane. Says, I have a friend who is the ultimate Debbie Downer. I'm so sick of her negativity and it makes me want to break up with her, but I'm worried because she's told me I'm her only friend. That's difficult. Have you ever broken up with a friend before? Call me shallow, but she's that bad. I have a husband and a baby. I'd be having a great day with them, but then she sends me like a 6-page text and my mood is completely ruined. She never asks how I'm doing. It's always about her negative drama. What do I do? That's a tough one. I avoid conflict, and so I would probably just back away like Homer in the bush. I would just slowly back away from the situation. I did have a breakup with a friend, but it wasn't because he was a Debbie Downer. He was like a one-upper, and it just got annoying. It was too much. It got way too much. Couldn't take it anymore. So I've done the friend breakup before. Have you done the friend breakup before?
I slowly back into the bush. I just kind of like disappear.
Okay.
I stop responding.
Yeah.
Oh, ghost.
You just ghost them.
That's it.
Yeah.
I ghost. But it doesn't happen that often. So it's not like I'm just like ghosting people left and right. But sometimes, you know, this is a dog and a tick type situation. All right, Jane, you're the dog and you've got a tick. She's not giving you anything. She's taking. And in a friendship, if it's to be balanced, everybody goes through crap. And there are times when people are really at a low and they need a good friend.
Yes.
And you can be a good friend because you know that when you're at a low, they'll come and help you as well.
Right.
If it's somebody who's always demanding of your time and your energy and your emotion, and they're always going through something, and they never, ever ask you how you're doing, that is not a friendship.
Correct.
No, you're not. You're a therapist, and you're not being paid.
800-821-9970. Have you gone through a friend breakup before? Would you break up with a Debbie Downer who's always just ruining the mood?
Sounds like a drama queen.
Right, exactly. Oh.
To me, it's very manipulative to tell somebody that they're your only friend because it really puts pressure on you to solve and help them solve their life's problems. So I don't like being manipulated. I don't know.
I completely agree. Mark agrees. Mark says kick her to the curb. Yeah, sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you've got to kick them to the curb. 800-821-9970. Have you done the friend breakup before? How would you handle this situation? Are you just going to be out? Are you going to put up? Are you non-confrontational like Kelly and I, and you just kind of back into the bush?
Yeah.
Ghosting, if you will. Love to hear what you have to think. 800-821-9970. It's 99.7 The Blitz. Blitz Therapy, brought to you by Tri-State Men's Health. Jane sent us an email saying she's ready to break up with her friend, a real Debbie Downer who just constantly is complaining about everything. She'll be, Jane will be with her husband and her daughter having a great day, and then the 6-page text comes through of all the things that are going wrong, and it's like, how? Everything is always just so downer, and I can't take it anymore. How are you going to handle this situation? Are you going to break up with a friend? Keith from Galion says, I'm more the type that says, holy crap, are you ever happy?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, just right out front with it.
However, in her email, Jane says she does feel kind of bad because this friend has mentioned how Jane is her only friend, and that's unfortunate. So Keith also did say, that being said, I don't feel breaking up is the right thing to do. They clearly need a friend try to help them get out of their negative lifestyle. Is that another thing? Can you be like, what would you say? Do you know that you're always kind of
Debbie Downer?
Debbie Downer?
You know what I would say?
Can we work on...
Here's what I would say. I'm worried about you. I'm worried about you. And I really feel like it's time to get some help, some outside help, because I'm feeling overwhelmed now because I don't think I'm the person.
Right.
And in fact, it's making me nervous. So let's together find you a really good counselor.
So, we have all talked about mental health before. And for someone who lives with depression, it's very hard to say, why don't you just try to be happy? People say that all the time. Right. People with depression are like, of course I've tried to be happy. But when you're when it's really a chemical imbalance, it's difficult to do. So if this person is a Debbie Downer, you don't want to say, why don't you just try and be happy sometimes? You don't want to say that. But you definitely want to offer some sort of...
You could, if you're brave enough to do that. For me, it's the Irish exit. There's no goodbye. I just stop responding because I just can't take the pressure.
Right.
It's too much, and it makes me feel such anxiety. Then when I see this person texting me, I'm like, oh. But the more mature response would be to offer help finding a therapist.
1934 says dump her ass.
I do think you need to limit, say, no more 6-page text. I can't, if you're a brave person and somebody who is up front with somebody, you could say this is, you could say no.
You could. Yeah, you absolutely could be like, I'm not doing this.
And you can't fall for the manipulation tactic of you're my only friend, you're the only person in my life. That is not your responsibility.
That's exactly it. You can't be responsible for someone else's happiness.
No, especially when you have a husband and a kid and you're trying to, you've got your own stuff going on.
Well, it's funny you say that because Courtney texted in and said, I have a few friends that actually got mad at me for enjoying my life and not spending all my time with them and giving them all my attention.
Yeah.
We've got our own things going on.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. Everyone's got their own life to live.
Sometimes you grow out of relationships and mature out of relationships, and it's okay.
Trent said, if you're their only friend, that should be a big red flag.
Right. Everybody else has been like, I can't deal with this person.
Yeah, absolutely. That can happen for sure. Vic, what do you got?
I had to break up with a friend.
You did?
Legitimately had to end it. And it's a sad story because dude had back, and I've known him since high school, had back surgery, didn't go well, got hooked on pain pills. It's a common story with people that have a bad surgery. Yep. He eventually started mixing with alcohol, and then he eventually couldn't get a prescription, so he started buying them on the street. Very expensive, buying pain pills on the street, and very illegal. But he found out that it was cheaper and actually better to use heroin. So then he got addicted to heroin. Now, I didn't just walk away at that point.
Right.
I, with his wife, other friends, there was a couple interventions happened. Nothing would work. And he was no longer the person that I knew that I grew up
absolutely.
with. I didn't know him at all anymore.
You have to.
I just didn't have a choice. I had to. I had no choice.
Did you say something to him, or did you just stop calling?
Oh no, there were interventions.
So you basically said, if you don't get help, we can no longer be friends.
It was first with his wife. Yeah. Dude, you've got to get some help. This, I understand how it happened.
Right,
But
not judging.
His head's not the same anymore. Right. You're not the same person when that happens to you. And I have heard that he did, after he lost his business, his home, his wife, and his kids, finally got some help, but I don't know for sure.
Right. No, that's absolutely 100%. If you're not willing to help yourself, There's nothing I can do for you. After you've already tried, there's nothing you can do about that. John put it best. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries.
Absolutely.
You are absolutely allowed to have boundaries without a doubt.
Yes.
And you're allowed to set your own boundaries however you feel. And if people don't respect that, that's on them. So, sure, maybe the boundaries are unrealistic to other people, but if they're your boundaries, they're your boundaries, and that's all there is to it.
Yep.
So, 800-821-9970 or 99700. It's 997 The Blitz.
And now, the 3 things you need to know before you go.
Nearly 30 states are suing 23andMe. Not Ohio, by the way. Where are you on this one, Dave Yost? The DNA genealogy company filed for bankruptcy, and the lawsuit is seeking to stop the company from auctioning off the private genetic data of about 15 million customers. The lawsuit argues DNA data, health-related traits, and medical records are too sensitive to be sold without each person's consent. Customers of 23andMe can also take steps to have their own genetic information that's stored by the company deleted. So I guess if you are here in Ohio, that is the step you need to take. Another person maybe trying to get a group selfie, I don't know, bothering a bison at Yellowstone has been gored. A 30-year-old man from New Jersey was in the Upper Geyser Basin at Old Faithful in Wyoming yesterday with a group of people. They all approached this bison way too closely. It charged and it tagged this 30-year-old man. He is being treated for minor injuries at the hospital.
Minor injuries.
Right. They said minor, yeah.
Got lucky, okay.
Got real lucky. Mary Lou Retton says she takes full responsibility for her actions following the DUI charge she was hit with last month. The Olympic gold medal gymnast says in a statement to People magazine that what happened was completely unacceptable. Quote, I make no excuses to my family, friends, and my fans. I have let you down, and for that, I'm deeply sorry. I'm determined to learn and grow from this experience, and I'm committed to making positive changes in my life. I truly appreciate your concern, encouragement, and continued support. She did plead no contest in a West Virginia court appearance yesterday and went away with a fine of $100. And those are your 3 things.
All right, a couple stories I want to share with you. The first being the fact that the Stanley Cup Finals are going on right now. In fact, it's like deja vu because it's the exact same Stanley Cup Finals we had last year.
Yes.
The Panthers and the Oilers?
Yes.
And the Panthers are probably going to win.
I hope, but it just, you know what bothers me? The Panthers have 2 former Blue Jackets. 2, of our favorites,
right?
Bobrovsky and Seth, and they're down there about to, Bob's about to win his second.
Do it again.
And I'm like, man,
why'd they give him up?
I don't know. I love the Blue Jackets, but it's just, I don't know. I don't know the salary cap structure and everything of the NHL like I do the NBA and the NFLs, and so I don't know if bigger markets can spend a lot more money. I'm not quite sure, but. Yeah,
it's all got to be the same. You can't give an advantage to another team.
Well, look at baseball. It's the most uneven field.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the most unlevel playing field ever in baseball.
That's very true.
You know, every great player the Reds or the Guardians get ends up in New York or L.A. or Philly eventually,
Anyways, I bring all this up because there is a 9-year-old hockey fan that has gone viral for the comments she made about hockey. And the clip kind of speaks for itself. Take a listen.
The fighting. It was really good, and I really liked how they punched each other a lot.
That's why she loves hockey. Yeah.
That's a 9-year-old girl.
Yeah, that's why she loves hockey.
I love the way they punch each other.
Why do you love hockey?
The fighting.
Yeah.
It was really good, and I really liked how they punched each other a lot.
In that game 2 or 3, that was a knock.
Oh,
did
they
you see
were
that
going
ball?
at it. Yeah, they were going at it for sure. Second story coming from our own backyard here in Columbus, where Donato's is doing something new. They are going to open a entirely robot-operated restaurant. They announced the opening of its first fully autonomous restaurant. It's going to be located in Concourse B at the John Gant Columbus International Airport. It's open now. In collaboration, Donato's hopes it will redefine the pizza experience, they say. They describe it as being a vending machine-style location, going to be open 24/7.
vending machine style.
Yeah, basically you go in, put in your money, tap your toppings and what you want, and it kicks out a cooked pizza.
How quick? I mean, Donato's is like really fully cooked in a pizza oven. How?
Well, I mean, but you can go to the mod pizzas and those stores that will have your pizza ready in like 9 minutes. They do it in the brick oven, and they just it's like a Chipotle. You know, you go down the line, they put your toppings on, they throw it in the brick oven, you get it out 9 minutes later, and you've got a. So this is going to be the same thing.
So do you remember when X-Files came back?
No, I didn't watch it.
A few years back.
I know. I'm sorry. I knew that it came back, but I never watched it.
Okay, so they had an episode of this fully automated restaurant, right?
Yeah.
And they went in and they ate, and then they didn't leave a tip because it was the
Why
robot.
would you?
Right. Well, the robots got upset and started following them and invading their life, taking over the electronics in their home until they finally gave them a tip.
Okay.
It was a great episode.
Okay.
But, hey, I mean...
The robot servers were angry they didn't get tipped?
Yes. It was a great episode.
That sounds stupid.
It was so good.
Oh.
I mean, they were taking over their coffee maker and everything.
Tip your Apetronics. Apetronics is the robotics company that created the fast serve restaurant with Donato's. So,
well, we will have to try it out for sure.
Oh, we're gonna have to go to the airport and buy a ticket just to get into the concourse. Or we can fly somewhere. Let's take a weekend trip somewhere. And we'll stop at the Donato's. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, we're on that. It's 98.7 The Blitz.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, let's make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up today on a Wednesday. Did you know that a can of Coke is 90% water? A can of Diet Coke is 99% water.
Is that what?
Well, you're just drinking flavored water, basically. It's like Crystal Light.
But what's the other 9%? In the regular Coke.
The other 10%?
Wait.
90 plus 10 equals 100%.
Yeah, I know, but you said one was 90, one was 99.
Correct. You said what's the other 9%?
Yeah, in the regular Coke you said it's 99% water.
Oh, I see, between the Coke and the Diet Coke. Gotcha. The flavoring and such. There's got to be
just sugar?
Sugar and flavoring, for sure. For sure. Pink Floyd's album, The Dark Side of the Moon, was on the Billboard Top 200 charts for a record 990 weeks and counting, but only spent 1 week at number one in 1973. But it's still on the Billboard Top 200.
Yeah.
990 weeks.
I do believe the whole thing with the Wizard of Oz has helped.
Oh, right. It started at the third roar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which does work. And they said, there was an interview with David Gilmour just a couple years ago. He said there was no planning that.
I haven't done it. I know of it, but I haven't done it.
It's awesome to watch it. It really does. It's amazing how it matches up to so much stuff in the movie.
Really? All right.
But it's just a coincidence.
Right.
You know?
I'm going to have to check that out. How high was the person who discovered that?
Right.
Good Lord.
That was some harder drugs, I think.
You think?
Like some LSD.
Some,
you know what I mean?
Psychedelics for sure. Clownfish, like the ones in Finding Nemo, they can change from male to female if they need to for reproduction. So in the movie, once Nemo's mother was killed, his father would have grown female sex organs and started reproducing with Nemo.
Right.
You're going to get it on with his own son. You're going to Back to the Future this thing. Get it on with your son. Speaking of water animals, dolphins have bromances where 2 or 3 males may pair up for decades and help each other hook up with females. So they've got wingmen.
Oh, okay.
Dolphins have wingmen.
They're very intelligent creatures.
I love that. And finally, the very first commercial jingle. I mean, nowadays, it's all about the jingle. If you can have a memorable jingle, people are all about it. But the very first commercial jingle was for Wheaties, and this was their radio ad from 1926. Take a listen.
Have you tried Wheaties? They're whole wheat with all of the bran.
Wow.
Won't you try Wheaties? For wheat is the best food of man. They're crispy and crunchy the whole year through. The kiddies never tire of them, and neither will you. So just buy Wheaties, the best breakfast food in the land.
No wonder the life expectancy back in 1926 was like 34 years old. I'd jump off a building, too, if that's all I heard on the radio.
I mean, they definitely, jingle writers got better.
They definitely did.
That is a terrible jingle. But, I mean, back then, what do you compare it to?
Right, exactly. Well, it was the first ever. So you compared it to nothing.
Now you get ba-dum-bum-bum-bum.
I'm loving it. There you go. Learning some stuff on a Wednesday morning, 99.7 The Blitz.